You know, I haven't taken my Olympus Pen EP1 out in a while. Might be time to do that. Hey, thanks for joining me. So I was thinking the other day, I haven't taken my Olympus Pen EP1 out in a while. I have been choosing other cameras to use, both digital and film. I've been playing around with some large format stuff and some other digital stuff, and this has sat in its camera bag for quite a while now. So I thought it'd be a good idea to get it out, charge up the batteries, and take it out and just spend the morning enjoying this camera. One camera, one lens. So this is the EP1, which was the EP1 was Olympus's first micro four thirds camera, and it was introduced in 2012, I believe, and it just a fantastic camera in its day. It's only 12 megapixels. There's no tilt screen. It's just very basic, but in its day, it was an amazing camera, and despite being quite simple, it still is a camera that produces just fantastic image quality. It's 12 megapixels, which is plenty of pixels for anything I want to print. And I think the color science from Olympus is just second to none. I love their color science. The images quality is just fantastic. I've got on it the Olympus 17 millimeter f2.8, and I know this is a lens that a lot of people kind of deride as not being that great and not as sharp as it ought to be. And the truth of it is, it's very sharp in the center. Maybe not as much at the edges, but for a lot of the photography I do, that's not critical. And I'm not shooting landscapes with it. I'm just going out and shooting fun pics with it. I do tend to like to keep a lens hood on it, and I never have chased down Olympus's real lens hood. This is one I bought on Amazon. If you have the 17 f2.8, I'll put a link in the description down below. It's a very inexpensive lens hood that kind of has that Leica vented lens hood look. So usually when I carry this around, I just keep the lens hood on it, and I don't keep a cap on it, and that way it's ready to shoot. And so I'm just gonna take it out. I'm in an area in Oklahoma City called Bricktown, and Bricktown is an old industrial area. When I was a kid, it was industrial supply houses and some manufacturing, and it was just an industrial part of Oklahoma City on the east end of downtown. And I used to come down here with my dad, and we'd stop at some of the industrial supply places, and he would buy different things that he needed, whether it was electrical stuff. And later on, as a teenager, I worked maintenance at a hotel when I was in high school, and they'd send me down here to a place called Hunziker Brothers to buy electrical stuff. And this place, this area kind of fell into decay. The businesses all closed down, and the buildings were just kind of sitting here, and it was decided to revamp it. And so now it's an area that has new life. It's got a lot of really neat restaurants. There's a ball field here now. There's just a lot of neat stuff, clubs and restaurants and stuff you can go to. And so it's a cool place. I'm going to wander around here. I'm really not sure why I haven't done more photography in this area, because it really is a neat part of town. And so we're going to, wander around here a little bit, take some pictures, Riley and I, and kind of have some fun with this camera this morning. Not to really try to do or prove anything with this camera, because this camera is already a great camera and doesn't have to prove itself. If you have an EP1, you already know what I'm talking about. And if you don't have one of these, you might want to get one. Used to be you could buy these really inexpensively. I paid $50 for this camera, and then I think I paid a little over $100 for the lens. Now these EP1s sell for as much as a couple hundred sometimes. And they're just a fantastic camera, and just, I don't know, something really neat, basic about it. It's got, nothing really fancy, and yet it still just delivers great images. So I'm going to go out and have some fun with it, and walk around here, just do a morning walk and take some pictures, and then I'll catch up with you after you see these pictures, and we'll see what you think. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of those pictures. I really had a good time shooting some pictures with this. I need to remember to take this thing out more, especially when I'm just doing fun stuff with the family and such. You know, I don't shoot professionally anymore, so all of my photography is for fun, but this is a fun little camera. It's easy to use. It's simple. It's one you can hand to the grandkids and let them take some pictures with without worrying too much about it. And I just need to remember to take it out some more. I had a lot of fun with it this morning. It is really a cool camera to use. And I hope you enjoyed seeing some of Bricktown. If you're ever in Oklahoma City, Bricktown is a really neat place to come. There's a lot of great restaurants and clubs to go to. There's a ball field where our baseball team plays, and on the west end, there's the arena where the Thunder play. There's some museums down here. There's just a really popular place for nightlife, nights and weekends. So if you're ever in Oklahoma City, I highly recommend coming down here. And I'm going to try to spend a bit more time maybe taking some pictures down here, because I haven't really made it a habit to come down here. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed some of that. If you have any thoughts or questions, please don't hesitate to leave me a comment. I always love hearing from you. And as always, thanks for watching.